of football season.
It is a Freestyle Friday here, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Mid-Sac on a sweltering Freestyle Friday. The redoubtable one himself, the highly questionable one of our loyal fans, customers, adoring fans, Brian Kovach, is in the audience
What would
tonight.
be his moniker?
Sold out crowd. Brian, how long did it take you to hold on hold to get that seat? And how much did they charge on that ticket? That's the toughest ticket. That's the toughest ticket to get in the
Ticket
sack.
in town. I get it for free.
No, he's saying how long did you have to wait on hold
to get through
that ticket?
Yeah.
Oh,
He thinks that's still how people purchase tickets.
Yeah, no, I didn't have to wait.
Well, now you're going on. No, but Brian and I
stood in line.
you knew what I meant because you and I grew up in that era. We had
I
to.
knew what you meant. He was looking at you like.
I stood in line. You had to get there at 5 o'clock in the morning to get to the front of the line for the very few tickets that were there.
You never called in and got
Never called. Always stood in
No,
line.
we used to call him.
We called him.
Call Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
You
Call ahead. Yeah. Don't.
Shit. When did you start calling Ticketmaster?
The second I knew about
What year?
I'm full of shit. I never called any of these places. Somebody else always got tickets when I was going somewhere.
I called a few.
But they did.
Anyway, welcome back to IDD.
What's his moniker?
I don't know.
The redoubtable one, the highly questionable one. What would you like to be?
The Uninformed.
The uninformed one.
At least he's honest.
So when we make his shirt, because I have a shirt that says the redoubtable one. He has a shirt that says the highly questionable one. We'll make you a shirt for your birthday.
Yep. Oh, that'll be good.
The uninformed.
The Uninformed. He's one of our
comic
guests.
relief.
Yep.
No, you got to be.
He comes on
better.
when we need an expert opinion on nothing.
We could talk about the ribs.
Yeah, that's not true.
That's true. He is an expert.
Brian is an expert on many things.
Right. We should call him the Rib Master.
No, the uninformed is great. It's only referring to sports, though.
We should call him Mustard.
Okay, so you can't say we can't get an expert opinion.
We should
from
call
him.
him Mustard and
We just
Sugar.
wouldn't get an expert sports opinion from
We should
him.
call him MMS, Mustard and
I
Sugar.
passively watch sports. It can be on in front of me.
His ribs are
I
about
can
the
see
apple
what's
juice.
going on.
The mustard, the sugar, and the brown sugar, and the mustard. Yeah, that's
It's all
it.
about the apple juice.
But I cannot recall what just happened in that play.
Yeah,
I'm just telling
but you know sports.
I know a little bit about
Yeah.
sports.
you. Yeah. So he knows enough not to watch this show. All right.
Well, Brian was one of our original viewers.
He was.
Yes.
He watched before anyone watched.
Your best episode was the fart episode.
Was fart? I thought it was the shark face.
The shark face was classic.
That was a good episode when we were talking about Richard Sherman seeing Russell Wilson get
Yeah,
picked
but-
off on the goal line.
Yeah, but no, it's the one. I think you were sitting here farting. It might have been the same.
Dude, there's like
episode.
30 episodes.
What
like that.
episode did that not happen? There's a trivia question.
Well,
Find the episode. He
It was
doesn't,
last
he doesn't
October.
bust
It was,
out
it
at
was
least
last
once.
October because
Last October.
because I was watching it. I was watching it on my way to Myrtle Beach for the golf trip.
Find the episode. By
And
the
I
way,
think, and then I was texting you, and I think it was to Richard Sherman because you started pulling up and sending me the face.
Yeah.
you know what?
Shark
We
face.
should make this a contest. Because you can pull up every one of our videos.
Nobody's rewatching
462
our
videos. Find the one he didn't fart in.
Nobody's gonna watch the hours of that. How many videos?
$10,000 to the winner.
How many videos have we recorded?
462.
Jesus,
And he has farted in every fucking one of them.
that's not true. Not everyone.
Every
Nope.
fucking one.
No way.
Everyone.
Nope.
He has it. Well, there must be one that he has.
Dude, you know what I was thinking about today?
must be
And this
one.
was a revelation. I don't think I've taken a one wipe or no wipe shit in at least 15 years.
Who's ever
Who in the
taken that?
hell does a one white?
Or a
Dude,
no
so
wipe?
you've never heard people talk about
I mean,
that?
you only know wipe if you have no choice. I mean, there's no toilet paper.
Well, I'm
you're gonna
talking
run-
about you do wipe, but nothing's on it. So that, to me, that's a no wipe.
What is that, a ghost shit?
That's a fucked up
Dude,
one.
okay, so, all right.
To me, a no wipe is you didn't.
Okay,
wipe.
so I always thought I was abnormal for not having done that. I've always talked to people that said, like, oh, have you ever had one of those, like, one wipe and you're done, or no wipes and you're done? And I was like,
I go through a roll of toilet paper right now trying to get clean.
I make sure
Okay.
every centimeter.
Good God.
so you've never had a one wiper?
Not that I can recall.
I don't recall it.
No, because you always go back for the second
like
just
that,
to
To make
sure.
sure. Yeah, at least two, minimum two.
No, if you wipe on the first one, there's nothing there. I wipe thoroughly. I don't do a.
How does one wipe thorough?
That's not thorough at all.
I said I don't do just a wipe. You got to kind of push in a little.
This isn't a wipe. This is a fondle. This is a wipe.
Yeah, I don't just wipe the exterior of my ass. I said I don't do that. But you have
He
to.
does a dab. He's got a one fly that he dabs.
No, you have to push in a little bit. Do you push in?
Push it back in.
I always push.
You push in a little bit,
Yeah, I
right?
don't do this though. I don't stay there for a good time.
I just said I don't do that. I literally said I don't do that.
Yeah, but
Do you
just
push?
did
Do you
this.
push in?
No, I try to get everything out. Why would I?
No,
want
that's not what he
anything
means.
left?
You don't push the toilet paper in at all?
Oh, in my ass?
Yeah.
I push it.
That's
back.
what
The hole.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, to
that's
make
what I was
sure-
asking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not just.
And you said no.
Well, I thought you were like talking about what's remaining. I thought you were like leaving a little bit of shit in there or something.
No,
How the fuck did we get on this topic?
I brought it up.
Oh my! And yet we just let him continue.
I mean,
Now, here we are, 6
you
minutes
you
in.
didn't let me continue. You joined in.
I was stunned you were
Absolutely.
talking about it. I'm like, what? Like, you only do a no wipe, but a no wipe is a one wipe. To me, a no wipe is a no wipe. You didn't wipe.
I've never done that.
Okay, so you've done a wipe. You've never done a no wipe.
But by no wipe, I mean you wipe and there's nothing on it. So it's like
it's a clean wipe. It's like a clean kill. It's a clean
okay,
wipe.
clean wipe. Jesus,
Right, well, that's not a no wipe.
you know what I mean.
I do now.
Yeah.
Did you know what he meant? I didn't know what he meant.
You're so technical tonight.
I'm just saying, when you say no
Being a
wipe,
little bitch.
most people who don't know you go, so you don't wipe at all?
I told you I haven't done a shit that wasn't, easy to wipe in at least 15 years. It's terrible.
Clear on the terminology here.
Thank God for wet ones.
Yeah, oh yeah. Anyway, so while we're
Let's re-record this
in
intro.
the
What was that shit?
that was 7 minutes of wiping, America,
No,
or
the
non-wiping.
No, the wiping was just a couple minutes.
I mean,
It was like 2.5.
it was wiping. It was whatever. It was the push. It was wiping. So
I said I
and
don't just do an
we
external wipe.
We needed clarification on what no wipe meant. Okay, because I thought no wipe means you didn't wipe. No, I just didn't. There was nothing there.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
All right, I
Like,
didn't
it
know-
didn't even need one. But of course, you have to check to see.
You have to check. No wipe means I'm good.
You
Whoa,
just don't-
whoa,
You
whoa.
just don't get up and go? Like,
Never.
you think I'm done, you just get up and go?
No, that would just the implications that could have if it wasn't true. Is just
Yeah.
they could ruin your fucking day.
and the day of those around you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean,
So you're talking about multiple days being ruined
no,
here.
no, not
Okay.
multiple. You go home and you shower.
No, I'm
It's
saying
gonna kill the current
multiple
day.
days being multiple people having their afternoon destroyed because you didn't wipe your ass. And they had to sit next to you in a meeting and they're looking around going, "Don't fart."
Tommy, I dare you to
It's not-
try that next time you're
It's not
at work.
going away
Never,
either.
Never.
See how long it takes for somebody to say something.
I couldn't sit there in my own shit.
As my wife
God.
walks in the shop.
Do you know how?
By the way, the look on her face
uncomfortable-
was priceless. She
Actually,
walks in,
she's-
I can't sit in my own shit.
Yeah, and you know what she said to me? You know you could. That's what she said.
She knows the man.
No, she doesn't. She truly thinks that.
The other one ate a slice of pizza off the Shea Stadium.
It's wrong story. No,
After
no,
people-
confused the piece of food.
What was it? Pizza?
Pretzel.
It was a soft pretzel.
Oh, well, that just makes it all right then.
It wasn't a piece of pizza. That's different.
Food is
No,
food.
if somebody stepped
Did
on
you
a
put
piece-
it in your mouth?
Excuse me. If somebody stepped on a piece of pizza, you would not eat it afterwards.
So the pretzel was stepped on too?
Yeah. That was the legend. That's why it grew to mythical proportions.
But pizza's different.
No, because pizza, like, if something gets in the cheese of pizza, it remains there.
And what if the person who stepped on that had dog shit on his shoes?
Well, when I wiped it off, it was gone.
Did you do a one wipe or a two wipe? Or
I blew it off, I wiped it. I made sure.
blew
that
it?
It was a ghost wipe.
No, I wiped it.
Not only do you wipe your ass that way, but before you eat something off the Shea Stadium, you better.
You know when you drop like food on the ground, you have to blow on it to try to get some of the crumbs off.
We have the 5-second rule. Not the how long has that pretzel been sitting there. I don't know, but it looks tasty to me.
It was a perfectly good
Look,
pretzel.
I was drunk. I was young. My cousin offered me $20, and I did it.
Everybody has a price, America.
Mine's low.
And he's a cheap hoe. For $20.
Well, I mean, if food's
For
involved.
$20, I'll risk
If
the rest
food's
of it.
involved, you barely have to pay me.
Yeah.
Without food, I would have charged high.
You're a food slut. That's what you are.
Without
You're a
time.
food
Look at
whore.
me.
He's a food
Look
whore.
at me. I'm a food whore.
Food.
I'm a whore for food. I'm an absolute hooker for food.
He's a food brothel.
He's a food whorehouse.
This is why Brian has to retire. We have to get him stoned. This would be so much funnier if he was stoned.
Right now, he's confused.
I know he's flustered. He's thinking to himself, how stoned are they right now? That's the question going
Not
through
at
his
all.
head.
High off Mountain Dew, zero sugar.
Did Big Pipey come to the plate tonight?
He did. But
He did.
I don't know that he actually hit one out of the park tonight.
Oh, he did.
I think it was like a ground rule double.
No, this thing was out.
He's still got some more in the tank.
This thing was no.
After
It wasn't
this
out.
segment,
It went over the
I'm gonna see
420
him
triangle.
again.
No. It went over the monster.
No way.
Cleared the monster.
No.
Cleared it.
At best, he hit them.
Cleared it.
At best, he hit
It
it.
ended up on the mashed pike.
It was not a home run.
It was. It
It wasn't.
No, it was a granny.
Dude, I'm sweating
a
like
granny.
a fucking food whore in
It was a
church.
granny, like a
I'm sweating like a food whore in church.
heated food brothel.
I'm sweating like a food whore in a Jenny Craig class.
Oh my god. 6:21 to go in the fourth quarter. We were talking
Fever
about
up by 14.
Up by 14. Looking at their
God,
fourth
fuck
win
it.
in a row. Fourth win in a row.
Edmonton, Florida is now 2-1 in the second quarter period.
Oh,
and
looking like a Donnie.
we didn't even see two of those goals.
We have a budding Donnie right in front of us.
Along with
Stanley Cup Finals,
along with
baby.
a bumathon.
And oh yeah, they're on bum blast alert. They are. What do we agree on basketball? Is it 15 or 20?
No.
When is it? Is it 20 is the bump over 20?
I think 18
20 is
to
the bum
20.
blasting.
18 might be an alert.
I thought 15 or 16 was. Anything over 15 is an alert.
I don't know if 15 is an alert.
Anything over 15 is an alert. 16, 17, there's a little alert.
Okay.
Because if you think about it with the
And then
three-point
the
shot,
blast begins in 20.
20. Or is it 21?
What did you
I was
call
thinking
the
it was
50
22.
What did you call the 50 points against Boston last week?
A bumathon.
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 It was an absolute bumathon.
In fact, we argued they liked it. We were like,
They did.
by the way, that was the funniest segment ever. You gotta go back and watch that.
Give it all you got.
You gotta watch
That's
that
what I was
segment.
watching today.
That was the greatest segment.
I was watching that today.
We were trying to justify the Celtics just ass blasting, right? Prison stuff. We were trying to give it just one the end. And he's like,
It was
give me every inch. And I'm like, fuck me so hard I can't walk free for a week. Like, this is the Celtics.
Oh, all right, new subject.
That was the greatest episode ever.
Maybe.
I think it was. He needs to watch it. You got to
So
watch
that was fun
episode.
because we were talking to your friends on the.
We were live stream. Yeah, that was live stream. That was unbelievable. And then one by one they disappeared from the screen.
The fact that we were laughing like that and the Celtics were down by 30 and change.
Yeah, you'd have thought
Pretty
the game
amazing.
All
was
your buddies cut.
one by one.
They
By the end, it was me and Tom just talking about.
They were that upset about it.
No.
Yeah.
No, they engaged the whole time.
After halftime there was one.
Well, no. After halftime, because we shut the
No,
thing
we came.
down,
Yeah, we said we would come back.
came
to that. One
Then
person.
Melios came back.
That was it.
Joel came back.
Two. Neither one is a Celtics fan. I preface that by saying.
Darcy didn't come back.
Nope.
No.
Skinner didn't come back.
I mean, the game was over.
Again,
Yeah,
my brother Pete didn't
they
come
probably
back.
stopped watching.
I'm saying they didn't come back. So we're sitting here talking about. The Celtics enjoyed it so
Oh,
much.
Edmonton was up 2-0.
When they bent them over, the Celtics were already holding the ball.
Oh, did they just take a goal away?
Did they?
Yeah, because the Florida coach is
Oh,
screaming.
look, he's hot.
Turn
Oh,
the
the gum almost
he almost
came out
spit
of
his
his
gum
mouth.
out.
So it's 2-0?
Yeah,
You know. Oh, the replay overturned it.
they replayed a goal.
Look at him. Offsides? That offsides
Said
call.
you cannot call offsides.
Look at he's fucking bullshit. He's like, come on! Yeah!
Sliver.
And the great thing about hockey is, it's the one sport where the coach can't get tossed.
Can we try to see the replay?
That face.
Keep going.
That face tells the story.
Keep going.
He knows he.
Keep going.
Okay, here we go.
He's over.
Yeah.
He's offsides.
Now that's offside.
Ooh.
It is inside,
That's close.
Yeah, but he's ahead of the puck.
but he's allowed to be because the puck is out
No,
of
this
the
guy
line.
right here
Yeah, but see,
is ahead
he
of
was
the
already on the line before the puck got there.
He
No,
can't-
this is
he
a standstill photo.
he
They were
can't-
moving.
He can't be ahead of the puck.
After video review at 1909, the play was offside, no ball.
Damn. That is literally a sliver.
Look at him. He's fucking one hot
He's
potato.
pissed.
Offside is offside.
I love it. You. They all turn into that dude Anger on Inside Out.
Did
The
you
little
see
dude with
it?
the red
I
hair.
haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's funny. We saw
I haven't
it. We saw it last week. It's great.
But Anger was in the first one.
I know, but he's still funny in the second one too.
No, I was just saying because if he
The
saw
first one was the
one,
funniest
he
because
knows it.
they got him pissed on purpose to use his head. That's still one of the funniest scenes ever in a movie. So like, I know what to do.
It's too loud.
What's the score of the Indiana?
It's
It's a
not quite a
14-point
game. 2 touchdowns.
With 5:43
Yeah.
left. Fever
Clark
in
has the
control.
ball, top of the key. Kid drops it again. Nice hands there.
That wasn't a great pass either.
No hitter in the hands. Gotta catch it. It's like football. You're gonna get hit.
Alyssa Smith looking good underneath.
Anyway, America.
Let's make this
In a
number 470.
in a strange turn of events, the Florida goal was taken off the board on a borderline offsides call.
It is not 2-1.
That if this thing goes 7, might be disputed for a long, long time.
No dispute.
No dispute.
Offsides is
Offsides.
offsides.
I don't even understand offsides in hockey.
The puck has to be across the blue line before anybody else can be over the line. Okay, so kind of like if you know soccer, it's the same principle.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
Yeah, but it's not a line. It's the last defender.
it's the
right?
last defender, but in this case, it's the blue line.
Gotcha.
Okay, the offense cannot be over the blue line. The puck has to be the first
Oh,
thing
nice
over.
pass by
Gotcha.
Kalen Clark. But here's the problem with
I
that.
hate that rule.
Soccer has 11 fucking people and the goalie.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like, come on. You can't. If first of all, it's hard enough to get behind them as it is. So if it
Yeah.
actually happens, let it fucking go.
Yeah.
Let it
Maybe
fucking
there'd be
go.
more scoring.
There might be. It's
There
like,
might be, yeah.
isn't it hard enough with 11 players and a goalie already?
Like
Yeah.
if somebody
Like
wants to
shit.
cherry pick and leave their defense at risk, why not let them?
Yeah. It's a terrible call. It makes soccer almost unwatchable at times. Because
See,
that would
so
make-
his stick is still in the blue.
Yeah, but
can't be in the blue.
he's over the line. Look
He's
at
over the
13
But I mean
over
his
the line.
his foot is in the blue.
Yeah, it's fine, but he's ahead of the puck.
But in order to be over that line, your entire body would have to be past it. Works the same with the line of scrimmage, right? That's what they're arguing.
To me, it was a bang bang thing.
You go back, you look at it. 13 was over the blue line before the puck was.
Not
What's
if
this?
his foot
Kayla
was in
Clark
blue.
dropping dimes.
He's still ahead of the puck.
But it's talking about being over the line, and you're not considered over the line until your entire body's past it, right? You know how and I don't know if that's how it works.
Another
But
solid
like-
game for Kalen
but
Clark.
in football-
16.7 assists tonight.
In football,
Still 4 minutes to go.
All right, he's giving updates during the combo. But in football, you can throw a forward pass even if the back of your heel is touching the line.
Right,
So
right.
technically, you're not past that line until your whole body. Is that how it works with the blue line?
No,
Because the puck was a sliver past it. His skate looked to still be touching the blue.
yeah, but he would have been over the line before the puck.
But he's not considered over the line until his
whole
entire
body.
to the whole body.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. in
And
this-
that includes the blade of his foot.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. In this case, the blue line. I don't.
If
think
any
it's-
bit of you is past it,
any-
you're past
any
it.
pass, yes,
I'd like to go to the rule book on that.
I mean, the ruling judges.
I don't have my phone.
For you nation of hockey fans out there that we know
Right,
are hanging
the
on
three
every
hockey
word.
fans.
Well, you think that one's hard to describe? Try icing.
Hey, look, we're on the show.
I thought
this
this
is
just can't throw it from behind the blue line
by the way,
all
this
the way
is
to
this
the
is
other line
totally
without anybody
this
catching.
is totally
Is that true?
this is totally his
Yes,
life.
but
We're
there's a
recording. Hey,
condition.
can you ask Brian if Rocky ate?
Do what?
Can you ask Brian if Rocky ate?
Hey,
Yes,
should we ask Brian if Rocky ate?
Yes.
I'm
I feed my dog.
Tell Janice she just got on.
I'm gonna type and go. Turn it on. You just see the answer.
There you go.
We'll post in a minute.
I should totally do that.
Do it.
Tune in tonight to find it.
I asked him. No, wait, and you have to watch IDD to get the answer.
I thought it was going to cool down.
Yeah, cooled down from like 100 degrees down to 75.
It's 75 right now? It's
I don't-
muggy as shit out here, then.
I said, okay. He just gave me the answer.
Reporting live. Tell her we're going to go live and she has to join.
Anyway,
We can tell the
I'm gonna wait
story
for your
of
wife's
the
response.
pickleball.
And
We can tell the story of pickleball tragedy
pickleball track.
and
Yes.
injury.
Yeah, she got a raspberry. No, what do they call that? Not a raspberry. It's not cut. A blueberry?
Black and blue?
A black and blue. She got a black and blue. On the knee.
Pickleball's taken out quite a few of
Pickleball is not
the sack.
for the faint of heart.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Yes.
Pickleball is not.
I
for
hope
the
it's
faint
not
of
me
heart.
next.
I told Janice.
You're the one left.
Look. I told her. I said,
can't pull fat.
Look, I told her. I said,
That's
if
what
you
they
wouldn't have been so selfish and had to go play pickleball and let me go to the driving range like I do every night, you wouldn't have been injured because you would have been at the pool with Adrian, and I would have been at the range.
You definitely have to tune into IDD now.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you hadn't gone to the pool, you wouldn't have this tan.
That's true.
Aha.
Man's looking quite sexy.
No. I would still have the arms, the head, and the face from
Right.
being out on the range, but I worked on the
Take your-
chest
yeah.
and the back.
He looks like one of those cops on Miami Vice.
If you took your shirt off in Puerto Rico,
If you give him
no
the
face-
sunglasses and a badge, Sergeant
Brian, I
Kovach,
tell you to put
what's
your face
happening?
on there, but that light is gonna make you look
I'm telling
tasty
you.
as fuck.
Shouldn't he be like a detective on Miami Vice? Look at him.
It could be.
Sergeant Kovach. Put the dark glasses on Sergeant Kovach.
Lieutenant Kovach.
Put
Hey,
the,
this is my crime scene.
put the.
It's my crime scene.
Brian, lean
And
in.
leave the golf ball exactly where it is.
Lean in.
This is Sergeant Kovach.
I think no,
Sergeant
he might be a state trooper. God, you look
No,
like,
Sergeant.
take
No,
those
it's
off.
the
You look
shirt.
like
No,
your
in the
brother.
shirt.
You look
In the
like your
shirt.
brother.
You look like your
Get those off.
Take those off.
Get those
Well, damn,
off.
we are then.
Yeah, but you don't look like him right now.
But you know, it's the dark sunglasses that put you over the top.
I need a backwards hat.
Yeah.
It was with those sunglasses.
Yeah,
then you're
telling you.
Chris.
Yeah.
Detective.
Complete Chris.
He's in
Hawaii
Italy right
5-0.
now.
You could do
He's
it on
in
Hawaii
Italy.
5-0.
He's in
too.
Italy right now.
What's he
He's
doing in Italy?
Family vacation. Started off in Venice. They're now somewhere in the middle of wine country. Sent me a picture of a bottle. and
Tuscany?
Yeah. I said.
Chris enjoys the finer things in
I
life.
said, "Is that limoncello?" He said, "Yes, it is."
It's not as good as.
I said, "How does it compare to ours?" He said, "Very similar."
No.
He says, "Yeah." He says, "We are right on."
I'm getting misty.
Dude,
just thinking
I don't
about
know.
this. And we don't have any limoncello tonight.
The limoncello I've tried from Italians, I don't like it as much as yours.
I need to make
I
some.
feel like it's different.
Well, it is. The lemons.
Summertime.
The lemons are different, so.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
I'm just paying you a
And-
compliment.
thank you. And he said.
And the worst part about it is a limoncello right now would be so succulent, and we don't have them.
I got some in,
Oh, do we?
up at the house, but tomorrow night.
Yeah, let's not.
Tomorrow night when we have ribs.
I gotta wait.
First batch of ribs this year. I
See-
know we are so far off sports. But you know, see, this
That's
is
what this is about.
So,
But-
this
but,
is
you
a
know,
freestyle
hey,
fight.
This show is about connections, conversation.
breaking out the smoker for the first time.
Speaking to the people.
Connections and conversation. Remember when we were talking about our brand real early on?
True.
Those were two of the things: connections, conversation. What were the other?
Speaking to the people.
communication.
Speaking to the people.
Yes, but breaking,
Men of the people.
breaking out the smoker for the first time tomorrow.
And what could be more people than
You
that?
guys walk outside and smell in the air.
It's a big deal.
This dude's ribs are as succulent as my mom's sauce back in the day. You could smell
I was gonna
it.
say something dirty. God,
With my mother?
I know. I was like, what?
What kind of
God.
sick, twisted fuck
you
are you?
ruined a great
I'm not.
You
I love
ruined,
Carol.
you ruined a great
I was
compliment.
about to be like,
I was
what
trying
are
to
you
say,
doing?
I ruined a great compliment. That's bam, but I just fucked that all up with a fucking sick mind.
Just like, his wings are as succulent as my mom's baby back ribs.
No,
Like,
my
what
mom's my mom's homemade sauce.
Oh, it's a different kind of food.
No, what I was trying to say was before he cut me off was you could smell the ribs all the way down the street. We could smell my mom's sauce in the driveway. We come home from football.
Okay,
and
I get that comparison.
I'm trying to say that
I
that's
get
what
that
reminds me of. John Pan Bobby fucks it all up.
Remember
Your mom's what?
Remember the one party? Remember the one party we had up at my house,
Yes.
and I was taking the ribs out as a smoker,
Oh,
and
God.
Maria joined us down
Yeah.
there. She was just annihilating them as.
I've never seen a woman eat like that. I've never seen a woman eat like she hadn't eaten in 2 months. That's what it looked like. She was all over those things.
I don't remember this.
Oh, you didn't see it.
Oh, my God.
He didn't see it.
Yeah.
Me, you, and what's his name saw it. Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan saw it.
Yeah.
And we were just
Morgan
like,
Stanley?
we were like all shocked, like, Maria?
See, my best memory of the ribs is Christmas ribs.
Birthday ribs.
Birthday ribs.
Birthday ribs.
Your birthday.
No.
Your birthday.
With the
Oh,
candles?
but
No,
the
the
Christmas,
Christmas ribs.
Yes, when I came knocking at the door.
That was
that was
okay. So
delightful.
first of all,
That was-
December is probably my favorite time of year. I love summer, but Christmas is my favorite time of year.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we're putting lights up. It feels joyous in the sack.
It's not Christmas Sack until Tommy is dancing to Mariah Carey while putting up his fucking lights
On the roof.
on an icy fucking. like
and I'm
dance
pretty
around.
sure I was putting my lights up that day, and Brian comes by and he goes to each house and drops off a rack of ribs. for
rack of
everybody.
ribs.
And I don't know if they actually tasted better because of how you cooked them, or it was just all those other. You know, sometimes it's context of how you
It's
eat.
context.
You know, and like those ribs, I'll never forget.
They,
those
they were
ribs.
they were the same exact ribs that I always make, but yeah, because I was also
Tommy was
putting up.
overcome by the spirit of Christmas.
I was
I mean,
also putting up.
It's not the
lights,
first time it's happened in
and
America.
You were up on the roof and you looked over and said, "What are you smoking?" You're like, "Are we having ribs tonight?" I'm like, "I'm having ribs. I don't know about you."
We have it.
I couldn't stop thinking about ribs.
What time am I coming over?
Dude, but the
Now?
best part is like when he drops off ribs, everybody in the house is like, Brian dropped off ribs? Like even mad.
Oh, everything stops. Everything in the sack stops.
It's a good-
Brian's
I
ribs.
appreciate that.
When Brian's ribs are out and about, everything stops.
You know, it's all about for me. You know, like you, my own worst critic,
Yeah.
and
This is true.
To see the.
But
the
you're
look
also
on-
everyone's worst critic.
yeah. To see the look on
It's called
people's,
consistency, Tom.
to see the look on people's face whenever they take a bite and they're like, "Oh shit, this is good." You know that's what it's about.
Or how they look at Brian's face whenever he tries something of theirs. It's all
Brian
like,
goes,
please tell me he likes it. Please tell
Hey,
me he likes
Tommy.
it. If he doesn't like it, I'm going
No.
to
Hey Tommy, you know what your
You know-
potato salad needs?
you can't make something hoping Brian likes it. Because
can't.
guarantee
You have to accept the fact
no,
that he's
because
not
you
going
can, and
to.
you can always tell by
Yeah.
how he tells you about it if there's that extra thing that he wants to tell you about it. You know, it'd be like,
or two.
oh yeah,
or four.
oh man, I tried those potatoes. They were really good. Great job. And I know there's something in there.
There's a torpedo in the
A
water.
little salty, but he'll hold it back. Now, if I go in on
salty.
something myself and I go, yeah, I kind of felt like I did this to them. If it's true, you'll always confirm it for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, you did. You
And
fucked it up.
sometimes I just want to be lied to.
I just want to be like.
But that's not Brian's style. And I will say this, Brian does not want to be lied to either.
No, he does not.
So if he fucks something up,
Yeah.
I remember that time you burned the
The
paella.
paella. Oh God, I was so embarrassed.
And I was trying to eat it. So you can eat paella without scooping the bottom.
Yeah.
And if the bottom's burned, it doesn't ruin the whole paella.
The giveaway was that Tom had one hand on a fork, the other hand on a fire extinguisher.
No, I got there late.
No, it's great.
I wasn't there to be his Sue as he made it. I got there late and it was burnt to a crisp. But I was just eating this stuff off the top, and I was like, I mean, dude, it's still good. And I remember Janice going, "Stop lying to him." I was like,
Yeah, but
leave him alone.
But one of the
tastes like
best
shit.
paellas I've ever made was the one that we made in my garage.
yes.
The problem is you
was
set the
just-
bar so fucking high.
That was
If
great.
it goes below that a smidgen, it's like
That
what the hell
was
happened?
great.
That was great, man. We
There was
we did
clams
that.
on that one, right?
Yeah, we did.
Brian High Bar Kovach.
The big fucking fat.
The bar
clams.
is here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care what it is with Kovach. The bar is here.
Dude, we haven't done stuff like that in a long time.
Yeah, that's why I was insistent on having these damn ribs tomorrow.
Okay.
Because
All right, I'll make a good potato salad.
because we haven't done something, and I'm leaving for Puerto Rico on Wednesday.
And I'm leaving.
You're leaving for the Cape.
Yeah, the next week.
You know, so we're not going to see
I'm
each
going
other.
to Cape Charles.
You're going to Cape Charles. We're not going to see each other for several weeks.
Yeah.
And before you know it, July's going to be gone.
And summer's going to be closed.
And then we'll be back here in August depressed. Well, I'll look at you like, what the fuck happened? Oh, we were
And
gone
then,
for
and
a
then we'll
month.
catch a little lift on the September birthdays, catch a second lift on Halloween,
First
and
day
then
of
boom, it's
opening.
into Thanksgiving,
Dude.
Christmas.
Opening day NFL.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That'll be
Also known as Casey's birthday
Casey's
breakfast.
birthday breakfast.
Look, the Sack is still a great place to live.
That's me,
The
baby.
sack is still the greatest.
But yes, we have been a little off our game.
There have been some civil wars, boys and girls.
It's just,
wars.
you know what it is?
Infighting.
It's like once a dynamic is changed, it's hard to get used to the new dynamic, I think.
You know what destroyed
Because
Rome?
it's different.
You know what destroyed Rome? Rome.
Guineas? Are you saying guineas?
I'm just saying.
'Cause
Only
some of
a
those in this.
society like
If Guineas
Rome,
destroyed Rome, like
or
God,
the
we have
or
no
the
chance.
sack, because Rome the sack.
We had the Scatines,
I mean,
we had the Migs and the Izzos,
Izzos.
and he might as well be a Guinea.
Yeah, damn well.
Look at him,
Yeah,
and he
I
cooks.
fit in.
Yeah, he looks
And he
like Guinea
cooks.
right now.
Look, I fit in all.
You know, he
cultures.
could be
I
in The
love food.
Sopranos. He could be a hitman in Sopranos.
Look. If food,
I think he could pull it off.
If food,
What?
We know him.
if
We
food
know.
indoctrinates you into a culture, I'm all in.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Food is the
Food has
global
always
language.
done it.
It's a global
Yeah,
language.
yeah.
Unless,
You know,
except for the Irish and the English, it's like, what are y'all fucking doing?
You never had. See, come on now. Corned beef and cabbage. That's wonderful.
I mean, come
Look,
on.
I don't look Middle Eastern, but man, I love a good.
Look, they don't do a
shawarma.
lot of great things, but that's great.
Dude, my favorite food is mashed potatoes. I'm half Irish. I'm allowed to say that about the Irish.
You are a
English
mashed
people
potato.
also, fish and chips is delicious.
Yes.
It's a mashed potato.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mashed potatoes is my favorite food ever. As
In
Italian
fact,
as
we
I
we
am.
argued it could be a main course, not a side. You and I had this conversation.
Yeah,
Potato-
but
it can be.
but
can be.
but with the meat.
Bacon.
No. No.
Why can't you just
Loaded potato?
Why
Steak
can't
or
you
chicken?
just have a big ass?
It's not
baked
the main
potato
course then.
Loaded
Yeah.
and only have that.
That's all you need.
I'm talking about mashed potatoes.
Oh, mashed potatoes? Yeah,
You can
have
do
a
it too.
big scoop.
Yeah.
Right,
Like
no,
a
but
big
you
volcano.
You can still do the
of it.
chive and the bacon
No,
bits
look.
and the cheese and
I
everything.
just
That's
said they were my favorite food. I'm just saying
It could be a main
with
course.
with a tender steak,
It's not a main course then.
with some fried chicken.
Not a main course
there you
then.
I'm not saying.
I love all that. But it's
I'm
not a
just
main-
saying
I
mashed
said-
potatoes enhance some things.
I'm just saying it could be great by
I
itself.
grew up on mashed potatoes.
It's my favorite food. I know.
So
this.
you don't disagree.
No, I agree. It can be great by itself.
However,
Absolutely agree.
I'm saying it could be a main course.
I'm just saying it really shines when you dunk a fucking medium rare ribeye in it, or you have a wing and you just.
You know when it really shines? When right in the middle of it is a pool of gravy.
Oh, that's,
Yeah.
yeah.
It doesn't need
Yes.
anything. Like, oh
Gravy
my God.
made from all that
Yeah,
fat
it's
at the
right. You know
bottom
that,
of the
that little
stew.
pond I'm talking
Yes,
about?
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Well, he's talking
me a break.
about jar.
No.
No,
He's
I'm
talking
not.
about jar gravy.
No, I'm not. You can put no. You can no. I'm not talking about jar gravy.
Why not?
Because I'm not.
Are you too good for jar gravy?
Yes, I am.
Bullshit.
I don't want jar gravy.
Bullshit.
And it's not even that it's bad, but once you've had real gravy, it's
With
not the
Flour and
same.
the butter.
It's not the same once
You
you
go
had real
white
gravy.
wine?
It's like when you went
You
from
go
when you
white
went.
wine or just chicken
Remember
broth?
when you went from Cuervo to Patron? What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No white wine in my gravy unless if I'm making a white gravy, white wine for my cordon bleu. Traditionally, if I'm just making fried chicken, it's the grease and the drop.
We haven't had fried chicken ever.
You
We got to
have?
break out the
When?
fryer.
When have we made fried chicken?
Oh, I made
We-
it for my fam.
No, I'm saying we have not made like a
No.
gone out and made a fried chicken.
Well, because nobody wants to fucking bread chicken and do
Why
all
not?
that shit.
I'll do it.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? We
We
haven't
can
done
do
it.
it.
In 8
Then
years. We've
let's
never
do-
done it. So,
nobody-
so why
who's
not? You
ever
can say
brought-
why not, but
who's
we've
ever
never
brought
done
up
it.
fried chicken?
We talk about
I don't think we ever
Popeyes.
did.
Look, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's the only time we bring it up though. We never thought about homemade
look,
fried
look,
chicken.
I got close doing chicken wings for the Super Bowl. I fried all those chicken wings.
That's true.
You did.
Those are good.
Man, those are good.
But that's not fried chicken.
That's fried chicken.
I don't know.
What do you-
We need to take
Is
that.
it drum?
No.
I think we need to consider taking it a step further.
No, so I actually
I was
made Popeye style fried chicken where I had a dry batter and a wet batter.
Yes.
That's the key.
Yes.
The dry batter, then you go wet batter, bam, then you fry it up. It's crispy, it's crunchy. It's not like a
What about a beer batter? No, but it might. No, but that's for fish.
yeah.
more for
We
yeah,
need
beer
to
batter's
do that.
more
We
for
need to.
fish.
So we got two things we got to do here: chicken
Chicken.
and fish.
Fried
A beer batter.
Yeah.
Remember those cream corn hush puppies that I made? For football
Cream
one time?
corn
The
hush
cream corn
puppies.
hush puppies. They
Oh
weren't
my
memorable.
God.
So.
Were they really
See, the worst
good?
part about this is I'm
I
fucking
feel like I remember
stoned.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
fucking
did 'em at
stoned.
my
This is the
house.
conversation they're having
Was I
right now.
not there when you did
This is the
it?
last
People were
conversation you
there.
have when you're stoned.
Maybe I don't know.
I'm gonna go inside and cook a Thanksgiving dinner when this is over.
I mean, to me, the shrimp croquettes
Oh, the shrimp croquettes.
have always
Let's
stolen
turn it
my
up a
heart.
notch, Tommy.
Those have always stolen my heart.
Hey, by the way, we
In the
got a
panko.
strawberry moon arising over
Oh,
here.
really?
Yes.
What is a strawberry moon?
I have no idea. I didn't look it up. I just saw the strawberry moon. thing looks huge. That's what she
Why
said.
do they call it a
That's
strawberry
what she
moon?
said. Strawberry. I remember we had a kid on our baseball team that always played catcher. Wasn't really good at other positions, and he hated playing catcher though. So one day,
Even though he was good at it.
well, I mean, he wasn't good at it, but he couldn't play any other positions. So like we had to
Of
put
the
him-
others, he sucked the least at that position.
So he'd always try to get out of playing catcher. And one time he like got a little scrape on his knee, and he had a lisp, and he said, "I got a strawberry on my knee and a hurts when I squat. Can't play catcher today. I got a strawberry on my knee. It hurts when I squat." Will I get canceled for that? For doing a lisp impression?
No.
Okay.
Do you think I'm gonna let some woke bitch cancel our show? Like, because that's what it'll be. It'll be a woke bitch going, like, oh, take the tampon out.
I don't like woke getting commandeered like that. Because I believe in woke. I don't believe in the dumb shit though. Because to
Most of
me,
it
A lot of dumb shit.
Most of it's
but
dumb.
to me, that's not woke. Like
That is
woke,
woke.
to me, woke is just being aware of context, of history.
His woke is the 2% time is right, not the 98%.
Well, no, I'm not gonna like. So I'm not a woke person that's like,
Oh God.
you know, oh my, because this is what I always hear. Okay, everybody goes, oh, woke is, you know, there's kids that want to be animals, and we have kitty litter in schools. That just doesn't exist. Don't call that woke. That's fake. That's not real. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I always see politically happen. They're like, oh yeah, woke. Sure, your kid's a cat. I'll put. No, that's not real.
It should actually happen.
No,
too.
it doesn't. It doesn't happen. I'm
It
saying
happens.
it's politically, they say it happens. They say there are schools that have litter boxes in the bathroom for kids who think they're cats. I'm sorry. I just don't believe that. And if you're calling that woke, that's not woke. That's dumb.
You know,
They
we've
wear
heard of
cat
weirder
paws to
things.
school and they go
We've
like
heard
this.
weirder
That's just
things
not
than
true.
That word.
Okay, there's weird people. No, so there's people who have fetishes and they put on tails and shit.
I'm saying on the weird scale, that's pretty low.
What?
That you think you're a cat. We've heard way weirder shit than that.
What have you heard?
Compared to a cat?
No, I'm saying.
I don't
so
know, the Loch Ness Monster? I don't know. Fucking,
It's not. That has nothing to do with being woke.
you know.
I'm talking about
stupid stuff.
Politically, people say, "Oh, I hate woke shit," and then they give that example. And my point is, to me, woke is not that extreme stuff. Woke is just being aware that like there's context in history, there's context in how our society acts. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
That's funny because I rarely hear that woke.
What do you mean? That's what woke came from.
I rarely hear that. It's always the wacky shit that I hear.
What do you hear?
I don't hear. I'm not going to remember all off the top of my head. I'm fucking stoned. But I rarely hear the one that actually makes sense. That's rare.
That's not true. We've
It's
talked
rare.
about it on this show.
When?
We've talked about racism and the context of race in certain scenarios. That's woke.
That's not.
That is woke. That's what it started as.
That may be what it's supposed to be, but that's not.
No,
what we,
that's what I'm telling you. The heart of wokeness is that. It's not a bunch of corny
Well,
shit.
let me know when I see it again, because I haven't seen that in a while.
Really? We have woke
not talking about
conversations-
you and me.
We have woke
Talking
conversations
about
all
everywhere
the time.
else, I don't see that.
But I'm talking about what you're
maybe it's because it doesn't sell.
no, what you're throwing out there.
Because the
like
wacky
that,
sells, right?
That's what I'm saying. That is not woke. That is bullshit.
I didn't say it was
People tie along to woke to push down what true wokeness is, which is just being aware. You know, acting like racism doesn't exist. That's called being not woke. Okay? Being woke is going, yeah, racism does exist. There's probably systems in our society that, you know, hurt black people more than they hurt white people. Right? That's what being woke is. And there's some people that won't even admit shit like that.
Those people,
Being
those
a-
people are racist.
What?
Those people are racist. they're not woke. They're racist.
I wasn't calling them woke. I was calling the people
Those are just
that
racist.
understand there's shit that exists like that. That's wokeness. It's not being a dog in a school.
Funny, I never heard wokeness until I was 48, 47. I thought it was just common fucking sense. Now it's woke.
Wrong. That's so wrong.
Oh, really? Common sense is not. Is everybody has common sense? Because a lot of people don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're saying I thought it was just common sense.
Yeah,
No,
to me that's common
it's
sense.
not common sense.
That is common sense.
It's not for a lot of people.
I'd
Some
say-
people are not aware.
I'd say the vast majority of this, there is racism in America, but the vast majority of this country, I don't think is racist.
the vast majority.
The majority
not- he's saying
is
it's
not
not
racist.
racist.
The vast majority of this country is not racist.
I think you're downplaying it. You're not
I'm not down. It's the fact that it's there at all is a major. If it's one person, it's one.
So
too
it's
many.
not just people being racist; it's systems being racist.
Fine. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm just saying that the majority of people, though, I don't believe are
But
racist.
racism is about systemic things.
I know what it's about.
not
I'm saying
people.
I'm not saying
So you can say, "Oh,
I think
Obama's
it's
in the
a-
White House."
people are the ones that make that decision.
Right, but
So it is about people.
So many of our systems were created by people,
All of them were created by people.
right, from a long time ago.
I know,
when
but I'm
certain people
saying-
didn't have rights.
I'm saying, right-
So even if a
not
lot
talking
of
about back
people
then.
aren't racist anymore, the systems still exist.
There were people that were never racist because they were raised not to be that way. They were never racist. In fact, the vast majority of people were born not racist.
So you think
Doesn't mean there isn't racism.
So you think the vast majority of people that were born
Not
in the
racist.
era when there was slavery were not racist?
I'm talking about now,
I'm
not
talking
200
about
years
the
ago.
people that created the systems of our society.
I didn't.
Those
They did.
those
They
were those
were. They
people.
I'm not disputing that. I'm saying that now the
That's
vast
what
majority
I'm
are not,
talking about.
And I'm saying the vast majority of people are not racist now.
But my point is that the systems that are in place were put in place by the people 200, 400
think-
years ago.
I know, but some of those things have. In fact, a lot of those things have changed.
Without a doubt.
So,
I'm not
and are they still out there?
I would
Yes,
say-
but they're not nearly
and
as.
I would say most people have a certain level of racism in them.
Yes. Well, it's bias.
It's bias.
And it's because of how our society is.
Yes.
Our society primes us to well, first of all, actually our human nature makes us want to like things that are similar to us, that make us feel safe, all that shit.
The first thing you do is you see it.
Exactly. You see people who look like
the
you.
first thing you do is
you're-
you see
So,
it.
but my point is that woke, to me, woke didn't start with all this horse shit. It started about awareness. And so you may call it common sense. There are a lot of people that have never had a conversation about race and just aren't aware of those things.
Well, the
So-
problem with wokeness is that the pendulum went very far to the left, and it wasn't like a slow swing. It just went.
was a slow swing.
It just like let go on the right, and it went completely left.
But
And then and now it's kind of like trying to come back to the middle a little bit, where there's a little bit of what you're saying, RJ, common sense, and a little
sense.
bit more of.
See, I never heard the
guys,
term woke until I was
let's
in my
slow
40s.
down and let's
Never
take a
heard
look
it.
at this.
I've heard of common sense though, and usually when we're talking about something like that, it's no common
But so
sense.
it's common sense. Then why did like the Jim Crow laws last for so long? Why did it take so long for black people to get the same civil
I'm
rights?
saying
as whites?
common sense
Why-
has evolved. I'm not saying that there was. I'm
You
not
can't
saying
just go
that.
with common sense. It hasn't been common sense for 400 fucking years.
No, but it has for the last 60.
No,
at
it
least.
hasn't.
Yes, it has.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
This racism hasn't ended.
You talk about redlining with banks. You talk about laws that target black people, and it's.
I didn't say it ended. okay?
Exactly.
I'm saying it's not nearly as bad now as it was 60 years
Right,
ago.
but so that's where I would argue that the pendulum didn't swing quickly left. Think of how slowly the pendulum has been. If you start with slavery,
Yeah.
think about 400 years for us to finally be going.
Okay,
oh,
so
man,
we're talking two different things. That I agree with, but I'm talking wokeness as a whole, because the term woke is relatively new over the last
Sure,
couple of
yeah.
years. And all this shit that's come under the umbrella of it, it's just that's where it quickly swung.
Sure.
Yeah.
That conversation sped up.
Yes.
But like, think about how long it took this country to really start having that conversation. And my thing is always, when shit needs to change drastically, if you say, oh, let's change it little by little over time, like that never works. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
you gotta rip the Band-Aid
well,
off.
sometimes you gotta go hard the other way to compensate.
It's
then
easier to
truly.
change. You're talking about if it's when it comes to people. You're trying to get a whole society change. Ripping the Band-Aid off with if it's a whole society, for example, that's not gonna go well. And I'm saying you do have to do it periodically.
Well, that's what they've done over
Yeah.
the last couple of years. with
I
the
understand wanting to rip the Band-Aid off, but I also know
No,
human
but at-
nature.
But
Okay,
at
so
some
it's-
point, you have to go hard the other way.
I'm not saying you
Because-
don't. I'm just
because if
saying that you don't just rip
if
the
it's just
Band-Aid off.
Incrementally, it'll never happen because the other people are still getting ahead and farther ahead and farther. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like, sometimes it feels like it goes too far. You know, you can't say this about somebody. You can't say. It's like, well, it kind of has to go that far to try to stop it, because this little by little shit, it's never gonna end. It's too far ahead.
You can say, as far as I'm concerned, it's not what you say; it's what you do. I'm not saying you should say everything, whatever comes out of your mouth, or whatever first thought in your head, but your actions are worse than.
No doubt. No, and I would never argue against
what
that.
someone says to me is not so much as what they do.
Without you,
'Cause you
dude,
can-
of course.
so-
But the thing is, like,
And I'm not saying you just say whatever you
right.
feel, because you can't just do that. Okay.
But like sometimes people are like, who cares? It's a word. It's this. It's that. Which sure, in context is true. But when you think about what we talked about, you said everybody has a little bit of racism. We're primed by society. Language matters. It does shape perspective. It shapes our view on things.
So let me give you an example here.
Yeah.
Last year at work, we were having a cookout, but we called it the directorate picnic.
The picnic.
And
We have this conversation.
Yes, and
This is
somebody came back and said they were offended by the word picnic. And so we couldn't use the word picnic. Everybody started asking why. I looked it up. I told them, I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to go look it up yourself. And
So you get mad.
yep, and so we had to change it, make sure we say cookout. So when people at work now say picnic, I'm like, can't use that word because I don't know who said it. I don't believe it was, immediate in my immediate work area. I think it was upstairs, but somebody raised a flag.
Stop saying it.
So now you got to stop using a word altogether that is being used for a very long time. Because
What was the connotation?
the connotation is I think the word was had to basically picnics and hangings went together back in the early 20s,
Right.
30s.
They would lynch somebody.
They would lynch
and then they would have a
somebody
picnic.
and have a picnic.
Yeah. Which is kind of crazy.
And there was another term used, which I'm not going to use since you're recording, as to what the connotation was for that. So
Yeah, no, I can imagine what the word
yeah.
was.
So
I mean, so here's the thing. I'm perfectly fine not saying picnic anymore because who gives a fuck about that word? And if it has a bad connotation, I'm happy not saying it. I'll say cookout. Most people say cookout or barbecue. But the other part of it is, I think some people get frustrated because it's like all we're changing is words. We're not really changing the shit that changes stuff. I understand getting frustrated with woke from that perspective.
yeah.
And that, okay, we're going to change the Redskins name. We're going to change the Indians name. We're going to change picnic. But like the shit that's really racist systemically, we'll just leave that
Yeah.
because we'll change the surface. I understand frustration
That's
Like
really
that.
where my frustration comes in. Right there.
because that makes sense to me.
That's what I get frustrated about right there. You just gave the perfect. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Every
no,
fucking
that
time.
makes sense.
Every fucking time. It's like,
But-
come on. Really?
Yeah, so I get that. And I think a lot of people who aren't white, a lot of black people feel that way too. It's like, yeah, I don't care what you say, to your point. Changing the word picnic isn't going to change some of the systemic things that are hurting people.
And by the way,
Which is
there's a 99.9% chance the person who said that word had no fucking knowledge of that.
Sure. But see,
None.
I'm
So
also
you can't. It wasn't intent. There's no intent.
yeah, but I think most people
They know
that-
picnic as, hey, we're all getting together.
right. But I think most people
We're gonna hang 5 people first.
from the woke side would say, hey, you probably shouldn't use that word. But they're not hating somebody who had used it up because at some point they found that out. They probably didn't always know that. You know what I'm saying? So like that's my point about did they score another
3-0
one?
Edmonton.
This game's over.
Oh, I missed.
We
it.
are looking at a
Away.
game 7, Donnie.
It was a breakaway.
Yeah.
They were down
I was looking
3-0.
at you and I missed it.
Hell of a play.
Dude, these beers are making me want a beer.
Well, let's have a beer.
I'm gonna grab a beer.
Let's have some beer. By the way, you can only get this kind of riveting conversation on IDD, by the way, because we don't just stop at sports.
Dude, Brian has
America.
brought out some deep combos.
And what did you nickname him?
No, his nickname was the Uninformed.
Well, I beg to differ.
It's just related to sports.
Oh, that's true.
Only related to sports. That's true.
Although,
He's informed on
if
almost
he-
every other thing.
If you talk to him about golf, though, he knows his shit when it comes to golf.
No, he just talks about golf to piss me off.
Well, you're easy to piss
Now,
off.
this is
Grab me a beer too, please.
This is something I like to do on the show, Brian.
Yes.
Just gazing into this.
Do you want to see it, America? Do you want to
Usually-
see what all the? You know what? We're gonna tilt it. So
Oh yeah, the beer fruit.
This is
never
what we call.
seen-
This is what we call the Cathedral of Concoctions.
Yeah, and it's half empty right now, so I apologize. But there's just a lot of beautiful options
You know what I'm
down
gonna go
there.
with?
Where you go?
Sam Adams cherry.
Oh, see, he did that on purpose.
What else is
Well,
Sam?
in honor of the
Hey,
Boston
hold on. What
Oh,
else does he
sorry.
have in there?
So we have a blue
Oh, wait, there's more.
mango wheat.
No, I'm looking
Not
at the
that
Sam.
pissed.
I'm looking at the Sam. Does he have a summer ale?
He's got
I do have summer.
he's
Of course,
got
I have a summer ale. It's
Can I-
summer.
Can I have a summer ale?
In summer. Oh my God, that's one of the funniest things
Maybe I
ever.
should have a summer. I don't think I've had a summer.
You haven't had a wheat, have you?
Yes, I have.
the cherry
I like
wheat's
wheat
so
a lot.
So I was sitting in the.
Cherry wheat, would you say is more like fall?
So last
Yeah,
last week
I
when
would
I
be.
had 10 hours to kill in
Wanna get
DFW.
in there, bro? Do you want to get on cam?
Yep, go ahead.
No, you can
So
come
last
back.
week
on.
when I had 10 hours to kill in DFW because I hate American Airlines and you know I missed my flight.
Dude,
So-
hold on a second. Let's go back to this.
Yeah.
So, Brian was traveling for work last week. Supposed to come home
Friday.
Friday. Was going to be in Richmond around
Right,
5
4.
p.m. 4
Yeah,
p.m.
by the way, if this was a Seinfeld episode, they'd call it the delay.
They would call it the uninformed.
delay.
Okay, so now set the stage. You're
Okay,
at the airport.
So we fly in from Corpus Christi into DFW.
Get your maps on.
On the plane,
Where's Texas?
It's taking a look at the app. It says we got to go to gate A something.
okay. Oh, so you have it on your app?
Yeah, I got it on my app. We land in B gate, so you think it would go A, B, C, D, E. No, Dallas doesn't do that. It goes B, C, A or something
Dallas
stupid
doesn't
like
do
that. Okay.
Is it like BCAD because it's the Bible Belt?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dallas,
So-
they
so we-
flunked basic English.
So the guy I'm walking with was actually a guy coming back to Richmond also. So we got off the plane, head to A gate. We
Were
get
you
to-
following?
No, we were walking together.
Okay.
So we get to
Were
A.
you leading this
No.
expedition?
No, there was no.
This sounds like a
leadership.
Rambo movie. Were you
So-
following?
So we get
Well, I'm
there.
trying to
you
see whose
leading?
fault this was.
So we get there. We get an alert. We got to head to C16. So so we head to C16, and it says Richmond on the board. Lady comes over and says, "Hey, we're going to be delayed. Plane hasn't arrived yet." So plane comes in, people on board. I'm like, "All right, we're going to get ready to board." So I head down, use the restroom, come back, and I'm sitting there, and the plane's there, and there's no boarding going on. So I'm refreshing my app, and I'm not getting any changes. So finally, I'm like, something's wrong. I get up, I look at the board, different city altogether now. They changed it from Richmond to something else, and I'm sitting there going through my boarding pass, the app, and it says it moved it down to C14. I haul ass
And where were you again?
C16.
Not too far.
Not
away.
too
Oh,
far
man,
away.
Thank
doors
God.
down.
Two
Yeah,
doors
2
down.
doors
Not-
down. So
thank
I-
God.
Not thank God.
I get down.
two doors down the front.
I get down there. It says boarding closed.
Is the plane still there?
The plane? They said they pulled the jetway back. There's no way they're letting me on, so they're booking me to the 7:30 flight that
Must have
night.
been a hell of a piss.
Were they
Brian.
calling your name?
There was no. That's the thing. There was nothing over the loudspeakers that
How did
said
everyone know to leave where you were?
I have. Because maybe when I got up to go use the
It's a
bathroom.
user error. He fucked up.
This is. Can't you picture Kramer talking?
Look,
to
I've been
someone?
traveling for 30 years. Come on, this doesn't
Never.
happen. So
But how did you're the only one, or was the guy there too?
no, because when we got to the gate, we went our separate ways. He went to the bathroom. I was,
So he got on the flight.
I don't know. I don't
You
know.
didn't text him?
No, because I don't have his number.
Oh.
It's a different guy. This a random guy I met.
Oh, I thought he was like on a
He
work
worked with
trip.
you.
no,
yeah.
no.
Okay.
He
All right,
was
that
just
clears
That's how it was
something.
positioned, right?
Yeah.
No, it's just
That's
some
all right.
random
What's all
guy
right? Just a
coming
little
back to
clarification.
Richmond.
All right. No worries.
So-
Go on.
So, so they rebooked me to the 7:30 flight. It's leaving out at 8:35. So I thought, okay, I'm going to head over at 8:35. I'm going to fire up my computer, do some work, and I'm working for a couple hours, and I'm, then I get the notification, gate change to, C22.
Gate change
So,
again.
so I head over to C22, and they're boarding a Richmond flight. I'm like, all right, everything is aligning here.
Yes.
And it's a full flight.
The flight gods are with him.
And there's this girl, she's just standing there begging and pleading. She gets on the plane for the final ticket, and I look at the lady, I said, are you positive you don't have one more seat? She says, nope. And so
And said it with a smile,
so,
too.
So that plane took off, so I still have 5 hours to go, at least.
What
Okay.
time was this?
You should have been home
That
already.
was the 2:30 departure or something at that point. Okay, so my
So
flight's
that
at
wasn't the
7:30.
7:30. Okay.
Yeah, so I had So,
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Creekmore.
Creed.
hey, what's up? What's up?
I
So,
didn't know you were home.
Yeah, there you go.
so I'm now.
Till tomorrow.
Where you going tomorrow?
I gotta drive up and back.
Oh, to Ohio. Oh, okay. Did you have a good time?
When'd you get back from the beach?
Sunday, Father's Day.
Oh, shit. I've been gone half the week. I was with Fred.
Sunday.
How's OBX? Yeah.
It was good.
Corolla?
No, we were down in Avon.
Avon.
Where's that?
All the way down, like almost to Hatteras.
Oh, okay.
Down,
Last
take it
town.
down.
So do you turn down that part where Corolla is, or you keep going?
You go south.
Instead of like when you cross the bridge, instead of
Yeah.
turning
Left.
left, you turn
just-
right and go.
Oh, you
an
go
hour and a
right.
half.
Oh,
You go the
damn.
whole way
Huh.
down the island towards the
So it's the end of it,
Yeah.
right?
Close.
That you're in the
There's
drink.
A couple of other
Oh, okay.
cities.
So it's
I've
among
never
the
been that way.
cities.
villages.
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 See where
Beach
you
houses.
There's places they call towns.
Parishes, townships.
Yeah,
kingdoms.
Yeah.
quick.
You've
Expensive.
been there before, though, right?
Yeah, we went to the same place last year.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
small
fun.
little beach house. It's only like a 2-bedroom. So
Yeah.
it works for us.
Yeah. That's all you need.
How long were you down there?
5 days. 4 days.
That's pretty strong. But it's long, isn't it? How far?
4 hours.
No, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
Especially like we went down midweek. So there's like
No traffic.
Yeah, it's 5.5 to my mother's. Yeah, that's not. Of course not.
Is it crowded there, or is it? No. That's cool.
like football on the beach and all those around.
That's
Very
nice.
nice.
There's not much of an island there. It is a very narrow strip that you're going down.
And is it land all the way, or is there a bridge that connects it? Is it an island or a peninsula?
It's a barrier island.
Barrier Island.
Yes, but there's disconnects going down where you have to cross a bridge.
He's very informed.
He sounds very
terms of-
informed to me, Tom.
Yeah, I've been down to.
You're getting the nickname the uninformed. Tom's eating his words right now.
I've been down to Hatteras.
He gave himself that. I didn't give him that.
You didn't disagree with him.
But you can like
I
they have,
totally
like,
agree. In
fact
terms
checker.
of sports.
a little tower and you go up there, you
He
can
knows
look
what's
and see
called.
the ocean and turn around and look and see the sound.
So what's really cool is when you go
That's
down to
pretty
Hatteras, you got to go down to Hatteras and go to the top of the lighthouse, because if you look at a map of the barrier islands coming down, it comes down and it just makes a sharp 45-degree turn. From the top of the Hatteras lighthouse, you can see that turn up there. It's really cool, and plus you can see all the what do you call that? Stuff that washes you out, that rip currents.
You can see
Undertow?
them?
You can see the rip
How
currents.
high is the lighthouse?
Lighthouse is
Want a beer, Mike?
a couple hundred feet.
Sure.
A couple hundred feet?
Yeah.
Huh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, that's like a legit. Because I was just about to say lighthouses are pretty overrated.
Oh,
But I've
no.
only been in ones that are like,
No,
20 feet tall.
This is a hike to the top,
damn.
and I tell you, it's a great.
That's a
view.
legit. Like it would be in a movie. Like
Is that like Washington Monument status?
Probably, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That is actually really cool.
And you walk around to the
Yeah,
whole top.
yeah, it's just.
You walk around to get up to the top.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
kind of cool. Actually.
you
Ready?
know,
You know the light. Ready for what?
I thought you needed a beer.
Oh no, no. You know how like lighthouses I've been on are like top of a house. You know, like it's not that high.
Well, Cape Cod's got them like up on the. They're up on the top of like a cliff, looking down at the ocean, that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah.
So if you go up,
It's all under scaffolding right now.
Oh, really?
oh damn, look at that.
But it's pretty.
That doesn't look like Washington Monument status.
Maybe not as high, but we have to look it up and see how high the water.
It's like 35 feet.
The Washington Monument is 41 feet high. That's 37. It's not the same thing.
But real quick, 15 seconds left on my story though.
Okay.
So they.
Brian's telling his story about how he got left in the DFW airport.
Yes.
Missed a flight.
Yeah.
Mike's being attacked by Mothra.
So I couldn't get on that flight. So like I said, I had 5 hours to go. So now I'm left walking around. I finally get to TGI Fridays. U.S. Open's on.
This is where it took a turn.
198 feet. You're right.
U.S. Open's on. So I pop a seat at the bar.
Yeah.
And kill a few hours there, and then
And a few beers.
So they do a gate change to B gate, back to C gate. They put it at C10, right outside of Fridays. So I'm standing there. Okay, so I'm standing there. Go over, look at the board. I'm watching the board.
So drunk you can't see.
45 minutes. Richmond on the sign. 45 minutes. 35, 30, 25, 22 minutes to boarding. Gate change. C10 to C29.
Now that's a jump.
So do you have to take a?
That's
trial?
a serious jump.
That's a jump. And they changed it to Denver. Richmond gets changed to Denver. So now
They just fucking.
so now I'm hauling ass
put
down to
Denver up there.
I'm hauling ass down to C29. And I get down there and it's like this. The seating goes back behind the gate right there. It's like one of these like U-shaped things. The gate's right here and the seating goes back.
Yeah.
And I walk back there and I take a look and there's no plane. No plane. And the flight was supposed to take off at 7:30. Got delayed to 8:30 to 9. By the time we got on the plane, it was 9:30. So the plane was late
Were
coming.
you flying Spirit?
American. So
American.
And so
American.
so when they started boarding, you couldn't hear anything on the microphone from the guy where we were standing. From here to the door, maybe away.
So you were in the back of the U, and he
No,
was
I was in front, where the main where everybody walks up and down to get to their gates, looking at them. We could see him talking, but all the intercom was back in that like U-shaped seating. We're just watching the board, medallion, whatever, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. I'm like, I ain't missing this flight.
No.
But 8 gate changes from the time they booked me
8?
to the time I got on the flight. 8 gate
See,
changes.
you've been traveling 30 years, right?
Yes.
Nothing like this has ever happened
Nothing
before.
like this is
All right,
ever.
here's my conspiracy theory. Hold on. They find a person like him once a year. That's like Vav travel, like, we're gonna fuck with this asshole today. They just start fucking.
No, but at what point?
And they got it all on
No,
camera.
it's-
And he's fucking.
At
Coming
what
like
point do you
this.
stop going to the different gates? How
Yeah.
many gates did you actually?
At what point did you turn around, find the camera, and
Well,
go, I call bullshit?
When I went to
Yeah, because after like the first change and they're not there.
I went to A gate and then I came back to C. I never left C gate.
Okay.
I stayed in C gate.
But they ran him all up and down like a fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They changed it. Oh yeah. If I had my phone, I'd
So
share
you were
it.
just like, oh, it's F now. Huh?
They're like,
Go fuck
yeah.
yourself.
Someone there going, put Denver on, put Denver on, watch his face.
C10, C8, C16, C10, C29.
It was a bingo game.
This is in the Seinfeld world. This we call the delay, the show, and he's Kramer because that would only happen to fucking Cosmo Kramer. That's who that would happen to. Like, you don't believe this, and they're just looking at they're looking at him like we're looking at you right now. How the
Happened
fucking
to any of them.
he's been traveling 30 years. He's never even heard of this happening to anybody before.
It could have happened to Jerry.
So he asked a great question.
In Seinfeld, it could have.
What about the intercom?
That's what we're
I
talking
still think
about.
it's got to be Kramer.
That's what we're
Could you imagine Kramer
There was
telling this story though?
nothing.
Kramer would tell it so much better than Jerry.
C29.
C29. Say it. And I'm like, oh, come on.
This could have happened to Newman.
Final boarding for Richmond.
I know Newman would run around. They're all panicking.
Nothing.
But Kramer would tell us.
But my God, when I was at C29, final boarding for gate C35. Where the hell is that?
When did you just snap and go, fuck all of you? Just like- and they got you on camera. Look at these snap.
So instead of getting in at 3 o'clock, 4 whatever it was, 4 o'clock, got in after midnight.
Yeah.
Landed in Richmond.
When were you supposed to land?
I think
3 or 4.
3 o'clock. You landed.
in Richmond after like 10 o'clock, so it was ridiculous because like it takes forever to unbag stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
my luggage was already here, so all I had to do was go over to
The luggage was waiting here laughing at him.
Yeah, because it came in on the original flight.
On the original flight.
The luggage made the trip.
The luggage
in.
got here at 3 o'clock.
So I grabbed it.
There has to be some user error here, because you didn't see your partner in crime. This
No, he wasn't my. He was just a guy I met on the plane. We got to talking.
he was
such
your,
a
he was your
Kramer story.
shipmate.
So,
This
but
is awesome.
But
Only on ID can you
So
get a
you
story
didn't
like
see
this.
him at the other gate, right? When you went,
no.
he got on.
It's
What-
a big
what were
gate,
you
it's a big
doing
gate.
in the bathroom?
Playing chess with you.
What was he
So-
drinking? What was he drinking at the bar? He never said what he drank at the
He
bar.
was dropping a deuce playing chess.
No, I
with
wasn't
you.
in the bathroom at that point.
Oh.
I walked in just to go pee and came back. So I'm sitting there in the terminal playing chess against you
Did
and
you beat me?
Chris. Yeah, I beat you that game.
See, that's what you get. That was karma.
Yeah. So
Beat me.
You decide, America. How long was Brian in that bathroom? And more importantly, what was he drinking at the bar? Creekmore's had enough of these shenanigans.
drive carefully. Hey, nice
Yes.
shirt. I like your shirt.
What kind of shirt
I
is
like
it?
that shirt.
Very
Come here,
classy.
Mike.
Oh, I gotta see it in the light. Of course, he's wearing black. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh,
Okay.
oh, look at that. Oh, see, matching detectives.
Who wore it better?
Who wore it better, America? They both had Under Armours with collars on.
I'm gonna
Who
need
wore it
struts. strut out
Who
there.
wore it better, America? Creekmore or
Creek's
Kovach?
got a good tan too.
He does. They both look like detectives on
You
Miami
guys are
Vice.
dueling tans.
So you put the sunglasses on both of them, they're like, seriously, they're
Well,
special
I think
agent.
I may be browner than both of you. Well, it should be.
You should be.
I'm a guinea bastard.
Well, you already have a head start.
I mean, I am using my olive oil charm for real tonight. My
It
God,
really is. He really is.
shining like
It
a
is
damn.
filthy hot. Anyway, let's go do it for segment 2 because I have nowhere to go after that. But this
Yeah, we have mastered the art of talking about nothing.
this is the little nothing episode.
This is the Seinfeld.
This is the
Seinfeld
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 episode.
episode.
Yes.
I brought after-
Featuring the delay.
Look, I completely derailed you
The
guys.
woke delay.
Who, the woke
The
delay.
woke delay.
Look,
Was the delay woke?
there was
Or
no,
was
Was
it?
it a woke delay?
Was it a
there
woke
was
delay?
no sports talk. It was all
Almost
randomness.
none. We just basically, when they scored that goal,
Yeah,
they're up 3-0, we went
told
crazy.
you. Told you. I came uninformed.
The
about
uninformed.
sports.
The master of the uninformed. So
He's
anyway,
very informed. Just
that,
when it comes
that
to sports.
is Brian Kovach. There he is, one of our original
We should,
fans.
we should be sitting at the three-piece.
Well, we didn't know he was coming down here.
True. And you acted like you were just going to sit over there.
He did.
Oh, I was until you got. I had to stand up at some point.
Because you got
I pulled you in. I pulled you
he
in.
sucked him in. So anyway,
It's more comfortable this side of the bar than back there underneath the shirts.
Well, no. So
We
when
never-
we do the three, we put up a card table.
yeah,
There is no background, just the door.
just the door.
You get to see me
Which Tom
pissing
will
every now
run
and
through 4 times a show to take a piss. There he goes again.
then. Have the bladder of a small toddler.
Seriously, it's the bladder of a fucking of a pug mix. Okay, a pug.
Is that what Cabo is?
Yeah. I told you that story.
Oh, speaking of golf, you said you hate golf though, but
I can't stand
but
it.
wow,
Elitist white game.
When are you going?
White elitists.
You're
All
going to
of
be
them.
gone. What? When are you coming back from over the 4th?
Oh, I'm gone like the 6th through that following Sunday.
We'll be back.
you're
We'll be
not
segment 3. That'll
Why,
be
what's going on?
The
my
uninformed,
golf
the high
clubs are
questionable.
going to arrive.
We'll see you on the other side.
Oh, so you want to go play?
No, I need.